Hey friend, thanks for watching this video. I'm Laura and today we are going to be prepping for Gratitude Documented. I am obsessed with Gratitude Documented. I have done it for several years now and I'm excited because I am taking a mixed media approach to it this year. So you can see I am starting off with this large 9x12 piece of paper, I think it is, that I did tons of mixed media on the front and the back. This side that you see now has watercolor on it in a faint like yellow, orange, and pink motif, and then the back side I had done acrylic painting on. And I tried cutting it down into different pages for my mini album. I tried using a box cutter or like a craft knife to do that. That did not work. I tried it twice and it still did not cut through this thick mixed media paper. This is meant to have mixed media done on it, so it's a super thick, heavy duty paper. And I ended up just going to my scissors after measuring things out and cutting using my scissors and then using my paper trimmer because the cutting knife just was not going to do the job. So I'm trying to figure out how big I want my pages for my album this year. I start off with using a bone folder and, I don't know what that other tool is called. The little thing with the crevices that you use to use the bone folder. I use that so I can fold down my large piece of paper that had been cut in half so I could see what that size would look like for a page, and I end up deciding that that was far too small where I had created that bend, and that when I cut my paper, I'm going to make my pages bigger than that because I didn't like how small that was for the album. I definitely wanted to be able to fit like a 3x4 photo on my pages or close to that size. So I end up going a little bit bigger than I initially thought, but it's still a really small and cute album. Initially, I had to cut it in half using scissors because the paper was too big to fit in this paper trimmer. But once I cut it in half, I'm able to do the rest of my cuts using my paper trimmer. So that definitely simplified things. Now I'm just going through the kit that I had created for my Gratitude Documented this year. I had already pulled different products and pretty colors and papers and stuff that I want to use. And so I'm going through that kit and choosing the papers that work really well with the mixed media paper that I already created. And if you want to see the video on me creating the mixed media paper, there's a whole video on that where you can see my painting process from beginning to end. And then there's also a video of me pulling things from my stash to create this kit that was autumn themed. So definitely got both of those for you if you want to check them out on my channel or on the Gratitude Documented playlist that I have. So I'm going through those papers, cutting some up. I think I end up choosing 2 different pattern papers, maybe 3, that are double-sided each. And I cut those up and add those to my mixed media pages that I already cut down. I wanted some variety there. I loved my mixed media papers. I thought they were so gorgeous, but I knew I wanted something with a little more obviously autumn themed, I guess. And so I did want to add in some of these papers, but to be honest, I think once I get into the actual making of the album, I struggle to use these patterned papers that I'm cutting up right now because they are so busy that I found it hard to do memory keeping on them and to like do journaling and have a photograph on them. So I end up preferring my mixed media papers quite a bit more that I made, but that's okay. So here you can see the full selection of papers that I cut down and the size that I cut them down to. It's a really small size that fits very easily in my hand, and I love it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I am prepping my papers and creating a base for my album for Gratitude Documented, and I will catch you tomorrow with a video on doing my first actual day of Gratitude Documented journaling. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.